sometimes too, like if you really think, like so many people, even like day-to-day small things, make decisions based out of fear, right? Out of like, oh, I'm so scared. I'm going to do this because I'm scared that I'll look like an idiot, or I'm scared people won't like me. And then like, and it's sad, right? And a lot of people do that. And hey, I do it too in some area. Like, you know, I'm just human, right? Sometimes I catch myself in some ways doing it as well. But it's like when you do decisions based on love and what you love and what you want to do, it's like nothing can bring you down. Like, and the thing is too, if you make decisions out of love or fear, some people are still not going to like you.
Oh,
period,
yeah, absolutely.
Right? So it's like, why not just, but I think the difference is, for me, I always say, like, if your foundation is on love, and let's say you find that someone doesn't like you or blah, 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 isn't supporting you, well, it's a lot harder to knock you over. Whereas if you make decisions based out of fear and your foundation is out of fear, yeah, people are still not going to like you. And it's a lot easier for you to, like, fall, right? Does that make sense?
I just think, again, even circling back to just doing what you love, what you were saying before, right? Just doing what makes you happy, knowing that, like, it's not, if the thing that you attempt doesn't go the way you thought it would, it's not a fail, right? You still tried, you still put it out there. And yeah, honestly, I look back at the sketches I did a year ago to now, I go, wow, that was an attempt. Because you just keep growing and getting better. And then you need to try, you need to put those first bits out there. Look, I will attest to my social media being ridiculous. It's literally just trial and error. I'm like, are these funny? I just want to know what people resonate with versus I don't care if people are like, that's a weird one. I'm like, cool. Now I know it's weird.
Exactly.
Now we won't do this again.
You got it. You're already doing it. And I think too, it's like for you, I'm like, okay, Robyn, now this is but like, you know, it's like really, it's like you're already doing it in some ways, right? So like you need to acknowledge yourself too, to be like, oh yeah, I am, like, because you do post a lot of stuff and create a lot of stuff that, you know, and
there's a lot that I want to take down. There is, but I won't let myself. But there's a lot that I go, wow.
I know. There's a few things I've done that I'm like, how do I remove this? I'm like, but like at the end of the day, it's like, kind of who cares? I'm like, okay, this weird thing I did like 6 years ago that I'm like, well, yeah, at that time though, but also too, it's like you can't skip any steps. Like you can't like just automatically have it all figured out and have all the right people and like blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, you have to like go kind of be green, you know what I mean, at first, and like go through stuff. And like again, like literally when I got an agent, I think back, I'm like, but I had to go through that. Like I had to go through that kind of era of like kind of desperation a little bit, or maybe a bit of entitlement, a bit of ego, being like, I deserve this, like, you know. But now I'm like, okay, hissy fit's over. I don't really care about these things anymore. And the reason, I think the big thing too for me in the last recent years is just like my why was wrong. Like my why, and unknowingly, right? Like my why as to like why I wanted to be an artist was out of like kind of being maybe liked and popular and seen and but ultimately I'm like, oh wait, no, like I want to be an artist because I am, like, it's literally why I'm here. And it's like, and it's from a place of like love and fulfillment. It's not out of being like getting these pats on the head from buddy guy, whatever.
But that's the thing. I think you have, and that's the biggest conversation I have with people is that just like self-love, right?
Yeah, it starts with
and
you.
I love that the whole know your why, right? Know that you are good enough and that you can create, right? There's no reason why someone can't create. You look at TikTok, everyone's a creator, right? So just put that first couple of videos out there, put the first 20 and you go, and you keep learning, right? There's always a learning phase. And then you get to a point where Danielle and Ian and Caroline are doing an Indiegogo because they've done stuff. So it's really, I love the stuff you're doing. I'm so excited. And I hope I will try and I don't even know what clip I'm going to share. Maybe I'll just share the whole thing. Cause I don't even know. We were all over the place with this chat, but
like, I hope that's okay. I'm like,
oh no, that's fine. I love going all over the place. I'm an improv gal, but it's just great to talk to you, hear your process and all that stuff, and know that you guys are just, you're asking for what you deserve, and It's very, very motivating.
Well, thank you so much. And it comes back to like that whole thing of like, if you're like, oh, I hope someone gives us money, please. It's like, no, and like, hey, hello, hi, this is who I am. This is who we are. This is blah, 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 why we're doing this. This is why I love the 90s so much, and blah, blah, blah. And then, then people are like, yes, Like energy.
I know.
Like energy.
That's exactly what happened. I said,
true.
yes, I love the 90s now because I've watched you love the 90s.
Totally.
So if anyone, even if you don't think you like the 90s,
you
support
do
this
now.
campaign, watch this campaign, you will grow to love the 90s because you guys honor the 90s in the best way possible. It's the best part of the 90s. Put in your bit.
Yeah.
And I will try and tag accordingly and we'll promote it. And 5 days left, guys. So now's the time.
5 days left.
If you're like, hey, I want credits. I want my name on a credit. You support this campaign and then you go in the credits. So there you go.
I know.
That's
only
an incentive.
$5 will get you in the credits of the movie. It's gonna be so great. It's gonna be like a whole thing. Like
spice up your life.
Spice up your life. We're getting everything, like set deck, wardrobe, like the hair, the makeup, and also too in all the 90s scenes, all the teenagers are gonna be played by adults. Like it's gonna be like,
oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. So the braces are kind of
the braces are hardcore.
Yeah.